Hello everyone, welcome to my WNC News channel.
A U.S. judge stops Trump from sending the National Guard to Los Angeles. A federal judge on Wednesday blocked President Donald Trump's deployment of National Guard troops in Los Angeles and ordered the troops be returned to the state governor's control. In response to protests over his administration's intensification of immigration raids in Los Angeles, Trump sent thousands of National Guard troops to the city in California in June. U.S. District Judge Charles Breyer said the Trump administration had not proven that the city's protests against immigration justified taking federal control of the state's National Guard. Judge Breyer stated that 6 months after the federalization of 300 California National Guard troops, the Trump administration still retains control. Breyer also denied the Trump administration's argument that the courts should not weigh in on a president taking control of state National Guard troops during an emergency. In his ruling, Judge Breyer wrote, "The founders designed our government to be a system of checks and balances. Defendants, on the other hand, make it abundantly clear that the sole check they want is a blank one." Judge Breyer said his order would not go into effect until the 15th of December, giving the Trump administration time to make its expected appeal to a higher court. The BBC has contacted the White House requesting comment. This year, Trump has sent National Guard troops to several cities, including Portland, Oregon, and Washington, D.C., where the deployments have also been contested in courts and, in some cases, blocked by judges. A court of appeals sided with the administration, stating that the protests in Los Angeles justified Trump's federalization of the National Guard. California Governor Gavin Newsom filed a lawsuit shortly after Trump deployed thousands of troops in June. Newsom filed a new legal challenge in November, arguing the protests in the city had largely subsided and therefore the troops were no longer necessary. In a hearing in the case on Friday, lawyers for the Trump administration said the troops should stay in LA because federal immigration agents there were still being targeted. However, Judge Breyer appeared to question the necessity of keeping troops in the city months later. According to the AP, he stated, "I think experience teaches us that crises come and crises go." By sending California's National Guard troops to other states, Judge Breyer said that the Trump administration was effectively creating a national police force made up of state troops. Judge Breyer previously ruled that the way Trump deployed the National Guard to Los Angeles this summer was illegal. All 50 U.S. states, the District of Columbia, and several territories have their own contingent of National Guard troops. President Donald Trump's deployment of the National Guard to several U.S. cities has drawn a round of legal challenges by state and local officials. Trump has argued that he must use troops to stop crime, crack down on violence, and support his deportation plans in Democratic-controlled cities.